Hi Scorpio, it's Kendrick from Providence Tarot coming to you with your weekly proofread for this week. You didn't have any cards that fell out, so let's go ahead and look at your cards here. Alright, so the Page of Cups is learning from a new emotion, right? It's kind of like you've never felt this before. You're trying to deal with it. You're trying to cope with an emotion or cope with a feeling that you've never had to kind of like process. You've never been faced with this type of situation. So you may feel emotionally unequipped, right? Someone could be needing some compassion from you, and it's almost kind of like you don't know how to give it, you don't know how to show it, or someone doesn't know how to give or show you the compassion that you need right now. Or maybe somebody doesn't understand what you're going through, just because they may feel like you don't understand what they're going through, so why should they understand what you're going through, or something like that. It's very weird, Scorpio. But I feel like you are desperate for someone to understand you, or vice versa. It's weird because the pages all have something to learn, and this emotion or this situation is kind of like prompting you to realize that there was some level of imperfection about you, or there was some imperfection about you that you weren't really aware of, or everybody knows that they're not perfect, but sometimes we are faced with challenges that allow us to see parts of ourselves that we haven't before. So then we start questioning how we feel about something, or how we feel about ourselves, or how we feel about how life is challenging us emotionally. And we start to feel like a little cheated because maybe we didn't, you could just be feeling cheated by someone that affected you emotionally, that scarred you in some kind of way, right? That's just how it is sometimes. Right, exactly. Five of Swords. This is Venus in Aquarius. And with Venus in Aquarius, it's talking about beauty and peace and harmony and the detachment from that. Okay? And feeling like no one understands you, or someone might be thinking that you don't see their point. Right? Someone doesn't get someone's point. Someone doesn't understand someone's perspective. Someone doesn't see why someone could be committed to this way of thinking, Or this could even just be you not being able to kind of like put yourself in someone else's shoes, or think in the same ways that someone else does. You find it challenging to agree with someone on some point that they're making, right? And it could be like that there's like these debates that are happening, and it's just making you feel very uncomfortable. They may not even be debates. They could just be disagreements that could be taking place. And it's kind of like no one's winning in this situation. It's like, yeah, we had an argument, but no one feels good after the argument, and no one won. You know what I mean? So really it was just, what was this for? Right? And that's what I feel like a lot of people could be asking, like, what was that fight about? Or what were we even arguing about? Or what was it that we were disagreeing on? When people are just kind of like, sometimes people could be saying the same thing, but it's like they just feel like disagreeing with each other on, who said it best, and they may not be trying to outwardly prove who said it best, but, usually people think that their mind is, more genius than other people, right? So weird. It's like, my ideas are not bad ideas. Right, look, I have good ideas. And these ideas can take me places. And these are fulfilling one's goals, right? or this is a need to fulfill one's goals, or need to accept what needs to be done, or allow, going with the flow as well. Being cooperative, being a team player, because this is like being not non-cooperative, It's almost like somebody feels like they can get more done, or they can satisfy some aspect of their goals on their own without the help of someone else, that type of thing. I don't know why, Scorpio, but that's what I'm getting from this. This 9 is related to the Hermit. It's saying that there's something that can be revealed to you when you go about trying to achieve something on your own, right? That satisfaction that you can't achieve with anyone, obviously, because it would be with someone and not on your own. So this is saying that you can achieve something. You may not be able to do the whole thing on your own, but it's saying that you can achieve something here on your own, right? You just have to discover some part of yourself that was hidden before, right? Because you may have not been open to it. Anyway, Scorpio, if you'd like to get a reading from me, email providencetarotkendrick@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram. My personal account is NYCKendrick. My tarot account and astrology account is Providence Tarot. If you're watching Providence Tarot on YouTube, make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that you email providencetarotkendrick@gmail.com if you'd like to get a reading. Thanks, Scorpio.